Hello YouTube, this is VidHead85 and I'm doing another an audio video here. So I ran across this HuffPost piece and I haven't read it, so I would like to see what this article has to say. I am reacting to it off rip. I have not read this article previously. So here I am. One woman is calling out all the black men who choose not to date black women thanks to negative stereotypes and stigmas. Okay, yeah, that definitely deserves to be called out. No problem with that. Kimberly Foster, founder of For Harriet, posted a video on Facebook and YouTube Monday in response to a recent controversial episode of Iyanla Fix My Life, which focuses on problematic attitudes of black men who refuse to date black women. Host Iyanla Van Zant spoke to 3 black men for The OWN Show, which aired on September 17th. This is 2016, by the way, as part of a retreat meant to get to the root of the issue while also dispelling the angry black woman myth. Okay, now I just want to say that it's really crazy to me that these black men would kind of buy into those stereotypes. But then again, it's crazy because white supremacy is so ingrained that it'll even have people of color believing things about themselves and other people of color, like how in a lot of Hispanic cultures, there's anti-blackness, which, I mean, honestly, if a black person is the N-word, a Hispanic person that speaks Spanish is just an N-word that speaks Spanish. So anyway, jumping back, the fact that black men who choose not to date black women feel the need to constantly make it known is an issue. The fact that black men who choose not to date black women feel the need to constantly make it known is an issue. Okay. It kind of reminds me of the preference gays who are like, I just prefer white men, white men who prefer white men. Foster said in a video, which has over 1.4 million views on Facebook, while she acknowledged that people are entitled to have their dating preferences. Scrolling, the 3 men in question admitted to Van Zant on the show that their bias against black women was due largely to past experience as well as negative preconceived notions. One of the men, 28-year-old Bo, says he doesn't date black women because of their strong personalities. Oh, God. Their inability to stay in a woman's place. And then he added, why are black women so angry? Okay, first of all, the fact that he says they're strong personalities, a strong personality is an asset. Not only that, but the fact that Bo seems like a man who feels diminished because of a strong woman's personality, he has to deal with why he feels that women shouldn't have a personality of her own. I mean, not every black woman is going to have a very bold and strong personality, but for this one, we're talking about people like that. He really has to be someone who can deal with challenge. People will challenge you, and you have to be able to take that for what it is. But this second part is really revealing, to stay in a woman's place. I'd love to know what Bo thinks is a woman's place. In other words, because of the combination of those two things, it seems like he believes that women should just be meek and mild, seen and not heard. It sounds like a very conservative kind of mindset. And then he added, why are black women so angry? Okay. You know what? Honestly, and let me just preface this by saying, let me just say, hell, if there is anybody who should be angry, it is black women. Black women get shit from black men. Black women get shit from their families. Like, black women are probably among the least appreciated women of all time. Okay. But also, let's face the fact that, that in a very tough some women are just very tough, and they've had to fight. You know, we never know. And I don't want to slap the angry label on there. I just want to say that a lot of times, like from my experience, Black women have had to be resilient. They've had to grow up fast. Black children have to grow up fast. And sometimes that plucky, really like, that plucky, well, maybe plucky might not be the right word, but that anger, some of it could be very righteous anger, you know? But it's funny though, because I do hate the fact that when a Black woman gets angry, it's something that is just like, I don't know, like there's always something wrong with a Black woman being angry, even if she has right to be. Okay, let's move on. Well, clearly it appears that Bo doesn't like, just doesn't like women, period. But it's the angry Black woman trope of the strong, sassy Black woman narrative, which is so problematic because of its prevalence in mainstream media. It's used to discount Black women. Clearly, not all Black women are angry or have strong personalities, and even if they do, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Traits that in anyone else would be seen as positive get turned into negatives when they exist in Black women. Foster said, "We are too independent, too strong, too educated, too focused, too confident." I want to say amen to that, or a woman to that right there, because if a man is independent, if a man is strong, if a man is educated, if a man is focused, if a man is confident, if a Black man are all those things, then people want that. So I totally understand, like that should not be viewed as a negative when it's a Black woman. Foster then explained how that the Black men who dismiss an entire race, their own race of women, because they deem them to be angry, should be called out. If Black women are angry, it could be because they are often left to defend themselves from the ugly descriptions these stereotypes often paint against them. Well, yeah, like I'd be pissed off if someone called me angry just because, you know, or said, "Why are all Black men angry?" And the stereotype of the angry Black man, the angry Black woman, when they like it's they call it that to demonize. And the fact that these Black men don't see that, you know, they definitely need to break beyond that. And yet Black women are strong and independent, even magical. And yes, some of these Black men who have hurt feelings toward Black women likely have Black mothers. But Foster sums it up best towards the end of the video. If you're fixing your mouth to speak negatively all the time about Black women, you are not pro-Black. You can't be, because the work that Black women do literally keeps Black men alive. It keeps communities thriving, Foster explained. As the great philosopher Beyonce Knowles Carter once said, "When you hurt me, you hurt yourself. When you diss me, you diss yourself." You know what? I agree. So I thought I totally agree with everything in it. I am really glad that they're talking about the negative stereotypes against Black women and how some Black men have bought into it. I kind of want to see like her thoughts on the intersections of race and class when it deals with Black celebrities. And oftentimes we see that a lot of Black celebrities, especially queer Black celebrities, but then again, this may be intersecting two different places, and how often they don't have a spouse that's also Black. And I think that that's more of a class issue, but it's also is a race issue as well as a class one, because both are very intertwined. But anyway, I want to look into the author's work a little more and see if she has any other articles that can help. Any other articles that I can